Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Carizza Nafta. So, in this video learning, I'm gonna talking about linguistic aspect and grammatical errors that students facing and give them the solution how to be more understanding on this material. But the first thing first, I will identifying the problems. From the surface learning, I got the analysis of the questionnaire the average student. The average student have grammatical errors of using the word. They still confused to learn and use the words that have the same pronunciation but have different meanings. And I will expose the problem. Are you confused by the use of the word like below? I like your new haircut. He looks like his brother. Why does the meaning of like in these two sentences have different meanings? So let's discuss it together. Now, we're gonna identifying the grammatical errors. We have the word like. Does the word like in this phrase including the type of verb phrase or prepositional phrase? I like your new haircut. The word like in this phrase, which describe the enjoying or approving of something or someone, making this phrase called verb phrase. And the phrase, he looks like his brother. The word like, which describe similarity, making this phrase called prepositional phrase. And take a look the other example. The word book. Does the word book in this phrase including the type of verb phrase or noun phrase? We are reading a different book. The word book, which describe a written text that can be published in printed or electronic, making this phrase called noun phrase. And they book a jazz band. The word book describe arranging to have a seat, room, performer, etc. at a particular time in the future, making this phrase called verb phrase. From the result of the identification of grammatical errors, words from phrase that have the same pronunciation but they have different meaning is a characteristic features of the linguistic aspect of lexical relations that is homonymy. So, let's discuss more about homonymy. So, what is exactly homonymy? Homonyms are special words that spell or sound alike but different in meaning. Sometimes they may differ in spelling, which are often called homophones. Let's take a look for the example. I am a pen that you wear on your finger and sound that your phone makes. The correct answer is a ring. So the word ring, it could be a pen that you wear on your finger or a sound that your phone makes. Next example. I am a small animal with a pointed nose and a long tail, and I am also connected to your computer. What am I? The correct answer is mouse. So the word mouse, it could be a small device connected to your computer or a small animal with a pointed nose and a long tail. Next example. I cover the outside part of tree trunk, and I am a loud noise that a dog makes. What word am I? The correct answer is bark. So the bark, it could be a loud noise that a dog makes or outside covering of a tree trunk. And for the next, we're gonna learn another example with same spellings. The first word is can. So, the can, it could be have the meaning to be able to. The example of the sentences, he can play the flute, or can have the meaning a closed metal container, especially cylinder shape. The example, he wants a Pepsi can. Next example is fly. Fly, it probably have the meaning an insect. For example, fly is an insect with 6 legs. Or probably have the meaning to be the verbs. For example, birds were flying in the sky. The next word is letter. The letter, it probably have a meaning, any set of symbols used to write. The example of these sentences, there are 26 letters in English. Or a letter, it probably have the meaning, a written message from one person to another. For example, sentences, had posted the letter yesterday. And we'll go on another example with different spelling. The first, we have two words that spelling send. The first sentence is, I sent you all message yesterday, which have means you already sent something before. And can you feel the sun in the room? That have means a pleasant smelling something. Next example, we have two words that's pronounced ate. The first sentence, I ate the pasta you made for me, which have means you already eat something. And the example, the boy playing ball outside was 8 years old. These sentences have means the part of the number is 8. And we have the two words pronounced by. The first sentence, I went to the market and buy everything you wanted. The sentence which have means to get something by paying money for it. And the other examples, goodbye, see you next year. The sentences which have meant to say goodbye. And remember again, homonyms are words that sound alike but with different meanings. This word may have the same or different spelling. And after we learn about homonym, so it's time to have practice. I will give you 10 seconds to answering the question. Choose the correct picture that matches the given meaning. The covering on the tip of the finger. Which one is the correct? The correct answer is nil. Next question. A tool for starting a fire. Which one is the correct? The correct answer is match. Next question. To move hands side to side, which half is the correct? The correct answer is brave.
And for the next questions, put a check beside the correct homonyms to complete the sentence, and I'll give you 10 seconds to answer the question. For the first question, push the blah 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 to stop the bike. Which one is correct? So the correct answer, it is a brick on the left. The next question, the man wants to eat the blah 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 cake. So which one is it the correct answer? So, the correct answer, it is a hole on the right. And the next question, she felt blah 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 when she was sick. Which one is it the correct answer? So the correct answer is a week on the right side. So that's about the explanation of material about homonymy, learning, and explanations about grammatical errors that make some students confused. Hopefully with this learning video, the student will be easier to understand and easily make the words into the phrases and sentence. And that's all from me. More or less, I apologize. And thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.